Nice stiffy.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, pressure you live as a champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. Smackdown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
We're here to party with Marty!
Oh, what I got, you gotta get it, put it in you. I'm not gay. give it. Nah, man, I'm out of gas.
That's right. Live tomorrow night, the Party with Marty podcast is going to start, and there's going to be a lot to talk about. First episode is going to be the Dark Side of the Ring reaction. Second episode is going to be the Barbershop episode. And then, of course, StarCast 6 coming up in Chicago. But before we get there, Marty Jannetty is going to be at Legends Fan Fest. He's going to be at Waffle Mania. You have a lot of chances to meet Marty Jannetty. We're going to talk about Marty Jannetty. I mean, dude, there's so much to get into. I don't even know where to start. I'll probably just start with this clip. I got to play this clip. I'm probably going to play it for Marty a lot of times tomorrow. I mean,
it was just like, did he really?
Unbelievable. I mean, Marty Jannetty. I when I first saw that last night, I lost my mind, to be honest. I gotta be honest. I lost my mind. But tonight we're here to talk about AEW, All Elite Wrestling. And of course, StarCast is going to be filled with All Elite Wrestling members. And a lot to take in tonight. A lot of talking tonight. AEW was a very heavy talk show tonight. I mean, it starts off with the Jericho Appreciation Society. There's a mandatory meeting and everybody has to show up. So, we have Mr. Daddy Magic over here going to kick things off for us. They all make their way to the ring, of course, Jericho, everybody. Listen, at the end of the day, they're all sick of Jericho shit. Jericho comes out, and then one by one, they all quit on him. Daniel Garcia quits on him, dances on him, says, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of you. Everybody left him tonight. Daniel Garcia left him. Jake Hager left him. Ty Conti left. Anna Jay left. Sammy left. Everybody left. Jericho Appreciation Society is no more. We saw the demise of the JAS live tonight on TBS, and maybe it was for the best. I mean, maybe it was for the best. We'll see what our co-host tonight has to say about All Elite Wrestling tonight. Jay, AEW kicks off.
Jesus.
The JAS is no more, Jay. How do you feel about that? Are you happy about that?
I don't know. The last night's enjoyable wrestling moments on television, I'm kind of scared to watch wrestling moving forward. This is what I say, man. This was final fucking league. Everybody plays their part perfectly, and it comes out great. I thought this whole segment was solid. It was good. Everybody finally played their parts well, and this is what you get. And I actually liked it, believe it or not. This was pretty good.
Oh, you did like it. Okay.
I did like it. When everybody plays their parts, you know, I know there was some silly dancing, and I like the hat type of shit, but when these guys play their parts perfectly, this is what you get. This is probably a Chris Jericho production, and it came off really great.
I thought they killed it. We have Anthony in here too. Anthony, what did you think about the JAS breaking up tonight? Did it bother you, or were you okay with it?
No, I was okay with it because I saw it coming. You know, I saw something coming, but I think Jericho is gonna. I think Jericho next week is gonna turn on Don Callis.
You think he's going to turn on Don Callis next week?
Well, not turn, but I think he's going to give his answer, and he's going to say no next week. And go back to the JAS.
Nah, he's going all the way. He's going all the way with Don Callis, man.
And not with the look on his face tonight. I mean,
he'll be all right.
We don't know.
No, we don't know. We're going to have to wait. Jay, what do you think? You think he stays with Callis, or is he going back to the JAS and he's going to apologize to them and all that stuff? Maybe they don't take him back. Maybe he apologizes and they don't even take him back.
I think he's going to make that decision, but somehow it's going to change because something's going to happen and he's going to change his mind.
Okay.
That's
I think he's going to set them up. He's going to invite them all to like a party or something, a dinner. I want to apologize to all of you. And then at the dinner, the rest of the Don Callis family is revealed when they get jumped by Takeshita and whoever else they have.
Not party with Marty, right?
Party with Marty? No, I don't. Marty, why? We want Marty to attack Chris Jericho?
No. Like I said, I'm still a little scared.
First of all, and Jericho better be aware. If you come after Marty, you're going to have to deal with the Savage. And Jericho, guess what? I don't like your chances against the Savage.
I don't even want to get into that episode.
I'm not getting hit with that Judas effect. It's not happening. Hardys versus Young Bucks are going to kick off the night, and I'll just say this right away. I was actually impressed with Jeff Hardy tonight. I thought he changed a lot of the way he was moving in the ring tonight. I think he kept a lot of it simple. He still did manage to do some crazy bumps, his famous bumps off the top, the sentons, and then even one move where he got super kicked off the top rope and took a nasty, nasty spill. But all in all, Jeff Hardy wrestling pretty good tonight. Looked clean. Good tag team wrestling in and out. Matt looked good. But at the end of the day, Young Bucks are the Young Bucks. They get the win. FTR comes out. Jay, what did you see in this match?
Can't believe I'm saying this. Even though there was some hesitation from Jeff Hardy tonight throughout the match, I will say they had a solid match. And I think the reason is because they wrestled these guys a bunch of times and all over the place. And that's what happens when you do that. You get a solid, good match. And that's what it was here. I
believe they wrestled them like 16 different times already in other venues.
All over from Impact to Ring of Honor to here to Indies. I mean, these guys got chemistry. You saw it tonight. But
you're right about that, though. It was definitely a great match. Anthony, how about you, bro? What's going on, Mr. B-Roll? How you doing?
I think this was a solid match. I thought it was, the Hardys did a great job of making the Bucks look good. Yeah. And the Bucks did a good job of making the Hardys look good. And they, and the way Jeff moved tonight was just...
Yeah, I was impressed.
It was it was incredible. He did very well tonight.
They looked.
I didn't like the end though. The stare down. I didn't like that.
They looked rejuvenated though. I'll say that. You know who looks rejuvenated?
It was just like, did he really?
Why?
Man, I can't wait to play that clip live tomorrow with Marty. It's going to be a lot of fun. Marty, we'll get back to Marty in a minute. For now, let's stick to AEW. This was a great match. Jay rarely says that's a great match. So you weren't a fan of the stare down, but obviously...
No, it felt scripted and it felt original. It felt like somebody wrote it and they were like, yeah, come on down. I didn't like it. It didn't feel real. It didn't feel real to me.
Okay. Well, the match is probably still going to be a banger, but do you see the Young Bucks taking this title off FTR? No, right?
No.
Anthony, how about you? FTR retaining?
That's a tough one because they're, this
What's
match.
going on, Jeff?
This match could go either way.
Okay. I see FTR retaining. Let me know in the chat also what you guys think. If you think FTR is going to retain in this matchup.
It's egos versus wrestlers.
I think we're going to get a wrestling match. I was actually impressed with the Young Bucks tonight. They put on a great match.
It's an ego. If the Bucks win, it's an ego match.
Possibility.
But remember, they also wrestled during the pandemic.
Yeah. Okay.
That match was solid. That was, for me, that was a 5-star. That match. Another 5-star match. I don't care. I really don't care who retains or who wins the match. I just want to, I just want to see a really good match, a solid match out of it. That's really all I care about. Because those 4 guys in that ring that were in that ring tonight, in that segment, they're fire.
No, you have to see the reason this match makes sense too is because these are kind of like, as far as AEW legacy goes, these are the 2 most successful tag teams in AEW history. Yeah. They deserve the spot at Wembley Stadium in front of all those people.
Of course. It's ego match.
All right, let's get to more ego. It looks like Adam Cole's grabbing an ego. He's wearing the shirt. MJF over here. And he's not happy camper because Adam Cole brought him to a bounce house and they're going to, jump off trampolines. But then Max finds out they have dodgeball. He has a change of heart because he starts abusing all the children. Says, I'm your daddy. I'm your father. I slept with your mother. And listen, these kids were getting wild. Look at this. I never thought I'd have like kids getting hit in the face with a dodgeball on my show. But yeah, here we are, Jay.
I'm telling you right now. So, sorry to cut you off, Jay.
Jay's not even talking, Anthony.
I know you asked him, so I apologize.
That's the perfect video to play from now on. Whenever there's like a car crash.
That is not a funny video. It's a sad video.
I mean, it was. You got to give us more of this stuff. Come on.
Yeah, I'm trolling. That shit is hot, right? Those first 4 seconds. Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
But this is good stuff that we're getting with Adam Cole and MJF. It's like, how can you not love it?
Nobody else on the roster is going to deliver it the way they are delivering it together. MJF made this funny. Adam Cole made this funny. He was corny and having a great time. Look how high I'm jumping. He was really trying his hardest. You could see he was really trying. Now, you may think he's an alien from outer space playing the role of Adam Cole, but I don't. I think this is Adam Cole, and he's having a good time right now, getting ready to have the biggest match of his life at Wembley Stadium against MJF. By the way, this little girl talking hella trash to Adam Cole and MJF, calling them nerds and giving them the finger. And then Adam Cole, of course, you see all the kids knocked out over there. Adam Cole first, he told MJF, you can't do this to the kids. But then this girl starts talking trash, gives Adam Cole the finger. He has a change of heart. And she gets hit with the boom.
What a great Adam Sandler production over here.
Okay, so you're not a fan of this at all? No. Anthony, I'm sure you found it comical.
Oh, God, yeah. Because it's such good humor. It's corny, but it's like they made it sound good. And like those 2 guys, like, I mean, by that one clip of you and him, like, he knows how to deliver.
Yeah, you're right about that. They're great actors. Like, I think they can deliver on anything. I know Jay's not liking it because it's not what he wants MJF to do. He wants MJF to probably just be this bad guy, have great matches. But you're not done with MJF because MJF's not done with you. You're not done.
Actually, I want to say this. I feel embarrassed for holding the camera to fill you and MJF. I feel embarrassed right now.
MJF's
wait, hold on, Savage. Before we get into anything else, how dare you? You're talking about one of the greatest wrestlers in the fucking business right now.
Well, Anthony dropping that F-bomb first. Thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That streak is never going to be broken, by the way.
I feel so strongly, like, Yeah, MJF is a great dick. He plays a great asshole. But when you put him in segments like this, you're showing a different side of him. One, two, like you could tell the guy delivers.
I agree with you. MJF is money to me. So, I mean, Jay hates on him for whatever reason. Jay is notorious for calling MJF's run lackluster. I know. I remember. I've heard it several times. I don't agree with him.
It's always going to come up.
We're better than him, and he knows it.
Yeah, probably. But see, I kind of miss arguing with Jay. I thought that's when we got the best ratings, when me and him used to get into heated arguments. But this isn't worth getting into a heated argument. At the end of the day, MJF is still getting emotion and reaction out of Jay. Jay's upset and he's pissed off.
I'm upset that I got to review this. This is what I'm upset about.
All right, well then
stare at this shit for more than 10 minutes. Here
Jay, what do you think when you see this picture, Jay?
But the three guys that don't know where to go with their career at this point, and they don't know creatively what to do with Weeder Useless back there, and Claudio Castagnoli has become by far the worst Ring of Honor champion I've ever seen in the history of Ring of Honor, and I don't even watch that show. And Jon Moxley should just take a vacation with your beautiful wife and just go. There's nothing for you to do here. We don't have any opponents for you, and we don't want to put our best with you.
Well, Jon Moxley says he hopes best friends have learned their lesson, that they don't belong in the ring with them. And tonight, the Lucha Brothers have challenged them to a match, and they expect to win and leave absolutely no doubt. Just ask Pac. Claudio Castagnoli tells the bastard you can't just stab him in the back. He's going to pay for it. Wheeler Yuta then mocks Pac for missing Wembley Stadium because, he's from there, but he's going to miss the show. And Mox says BCC doesn't fear death. Death fears them. All right, Anthony, you're the Moxley guy.
Go.
So, what did you think of this?
I'm not gonna lie. This is getting kind of stale.
Stale. Okay. Simple. I like it. You know what wasn't stale though? My favorite match of the night. I thought these guys absolutely murdered. Rob Van Dam and Jack Perry murdered it. This was match of the night, and I'll tell you why. Pure fundamental fan experience. The fans came there and they had a good time in this match. RVD had the fans rocking and rolling. They were chanting RVD. He hit all the beautiful spots. The frog splash, the rolling thunder. Jack Perry played the asshole just right. And he made Rob Van Dam look good. I blame Aubrey Edwards for what happened. She couldn't get down to the ring fast enough. But RVD looking good tonight, Anthony. Go ahead. What you got?
I'm going to say this. I think RVD made Jack Perry. He made him look so good in this ring tonight. This kid is going to rise.
Dude, Jay, you can't even lie. That flying kick off the side. I mean, look at the distance.
Was nasty.
Nasty, Jay. Jay, come on. Tell me it wasn't nasty. Look at the camera and say it wasn't nasty.
Dude, come on.
Go ahead. The floor is yours, Jay. The floor is yours.
First of all, I want to say that I am an RVD fan. Me and Savage met him about 2 years back, so shout out to RVD. But this is my real take on this. It seems that I'm the only RVD fan in this whole group here tonight because I'm the only one that cares about his brain. Yes, he is diagnosed for CTE. We are all aware of that. He has irreparable brain damage. He can't fix it. That's why tonight, in every spot you've seen from his moveset to his selling, he did not take one bump on his back, really. There was really no bump. Why? It's the head. And when you have something like that, when you're limit in the ring, and I know you guys are going to say, Jay, you crazy. He did a 5-star part. First of all, it was a 1-star frog splash for me. But he did the frog splash. He did the rolling thunder. I get all that. The spinal hood kick, but he doesn't land on his head, fellas. And, for me, it's a little old for me. It's limit. You can't really do much with RVD. Did he make Jack Perry look great tonight? Absolutely not in my eyes. I still think Jack Perry is going nowhere, and I will never see him anywhere unless he leaves AEW.
All right, Jay's out of his mind. Rob Van Dam killed it tonight. I think he hates life. I think he hates all things professional wrestling. Rob Van Dam is a grown man who's capable of making his own decisions. So if he decides to wrestle, that's on him. It's his decision. Anthony, what were your thoughts on this?
I really enjoyed that match. I enjoyed the match that one spot that he did with with Jack Perry hanging off of the guardrail. That was a nasty hit. I am a big RVD fan. I love him. I've watched him in WWE and all that. The guy's getting. The thing that you guys have to understand is he's getting old.
Dude, didn't you see this spot where they knocked the ref out with a chair?
When it comes to stuff with the head, like what Jay was saying, it's gonna hurt. It will. But the guy's has this guy was in ECW, for Christ's sake.
Okay.
Of course he's gonna have head problems. Back problems, neck problems. This guy put himself through hell.
You guys want him to die on TV. You guys all want him to die on TV.
I don't want him to die on TV.
What are you talking about? You're crazy.
You guys don't care about his grade.
Why don't you? Because at Hamburg Legends Fan Fest,
why does he tell you himself
Rob
that he has
Van
CTE
Dam
issues?
will
Why do
be
you let
there.
him tell you?
Marty Jannetty will be there.
Marty, are you sure you want to be there?
See, this is a problem. I actually have to fix something here. Savage is supposed to be in this picture. I'm going to tell Antonio.
Watching in Brooklyn.
I'm going to tell Antonio right now.
Marty Jannetty.
What is going on here?
Or RVD.
All right. So anyway, enough of this. I'm going to take care of that. I need to be in that picture immediately. Like immediately. But let's get back to Dynamite. Okay. So Jay hated it. He wasn't happy with it.
I care about the guy itself. You guys want him to die.
I care about him too. Lucha Brothers cut in a promo, and then we get to MJF and Adam Cole, and wow, were they going on and on and on? And I guess MJF misunderstood Adam Cole, and he started talking trash to him, thinking he wanted a mic battle. But instead, he said, so what was the line he said? He said, if this was 1980, Hulk Hogan would sniff you up like a pile of cocaine or something like that. Something like that. You look like cocaine. Whatever that was a great line. This segment was okay. I thought it went a little long, but apparently Adam Cole wants to become Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. So Jay, I'll go to you. What were your thoughts on this?
There was a lot of things I saw here. It was weird, it was strange, and it was good. I'm going to get to all these parts. For me, that it was weird is that there was an IMF agent next to MJF. That is not Adam Cole, ladies and gentlemen. That's somebody else disguised as Adam Cole. But all jokes aside, what I liked about Adam Cole tonight is that he explained to everybody what the ROH belt mean to him, and he went through all the prestige of what he did in ROH. I like that because you're explaining something that means something to him, and he wants to win it and achieve it.
That part I like, yes.
The star of the show was Roderick Strong, believe it or not these two guys in the ring for how well he played his character. Kudos to him. I don't think he's going to get credit for anybody here tonight. But going back to this, it's weird for me because you want these guys on a pre-show 0 hour right on the pay-per-view. It makes no sense to me when you have a 3-hour show or 2-hour show on Saturdays. I don't really watch Saturday, guys. And you have Wednesday nights and you don't decide to put it on. I think it should have went that way instead of this way, which is why it's just strange for me. And I don't like MJF played his part perfectly here, which I liked. But overall, that's the part that I didn't like about this. Okay, stuff. It was weird to me. I think fighting it in the pre-show is just.
I agree with that. I agree with you.
It's too weird to set up, especially when you have a hot show Collision that is dying in the ratings. You could have CM Punk fight every single week. People are still not watching it. I mean, you could have done this there, guys. The last time these two were there with FTR, the ratings went up, believe it or not.
Or Jay, but also think about it like this, though, too. Aren't these guys in the main event of All In?
Which is why it don't make sense to me. So, like, what? You're going to lose, and then you're going to set up some tension for the match? Like,
I 100% agree with you. Like you're putting these guys on 0 hour for a Ring of Honor tag team match when they're wrestling in the main. The only thing that I can think of is maybe this is where they turn. Like MJF turns to make the match actually make sense.
But my
what the hell? Hey, yo, what are you doing here, man? Get the fuck out of here, man. This isn't a game.
Hey, let me tell you something, bro.
Come on, man.
You think you're the only hacker that can infiltrate systems? Let me tell you something, bro. Stay tantalizing, you mother.
Stay tantalizing.
What a piece of shit. You see what's going on here, man, with all this nonsense? And it's all because of this. He could come to my territory. Tony won't be so damn tantalizing. Play the clip, producer.
Once again, guys, check out Ken Hoover, Case Promotions. He's got the Nation of Domination coming and Legend Hammer Man.
Oh, shut the hell up, Tony. I told you I'm sick of it. Stay down if you know what's good for you. That's wrestling.
My biggest mistake was letting that man leave the building because I didn't take full advantage of the opportunity I had. I got him. He was down. But that's what you get, Tony, when you mess with a savage. Don't ever do it again. You've been warned. I'm not going to tolerate your... I don't think Tony's taking my warning seriously, guys.
Well, he gets, man. Battle Pro match. I want to see it.
Unbelievable.
Got the cameraman right there.
Disrespect.
That was my take on it. Anybody got a take on this? That was my take on it.
I pretty much agree with you.
You agree with me?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Adam Cole, MJF, Ring of Honor champions, probably. But I wonder if it's going to happen before the pay-per-view. Because that would be cool.
It's at 0 hour. They said it. It's a pre-show.
So they're going to win. They're going to win the titles at Wembley?
I don't think they're going to win. But
so wait, they're taking on.
I personally don't see it.
You're telling me they're competing for the tag team titles and then main eventing in the world championship.
Didn't you hear MJF say, "I don't want to fight twice, but I would do it for you, bro"? Whatever.
That's pretty sick.
I just don't because like Anthony,
they're gonna win the titles.
You missed what Anthony said. If they lose, it's gonna set up. Oh, you did this. It's your fault. Like it's unnecessary. That's why. Why do this match there when nobody's really, really, really going to watch it on TV? I mean, I know, get it, 80,000 going to watch it live. But I would have done it in Collision, a hot new show that needs ratings. FTR versus Adam Cole, MJF, one of the highest ratings they had. I mean, come on. Why do it here? You don't need it.
Yeah.
You don't need it. It's just weird to me. That was the only weird, strange thing that I was like, no.
What are you going to do? It happens.
What are you going to do? It's not my booking, so.
I think it's going to actually end up being a really good show. I have a good feeling about it. I think there's going to be some surprise bookings in the next couple of weeks, too, that are going to shock people and piss people off. Wouldn't be surprised if you see Ryback added to it. Wouldn't be surprised if you see Goldberg versus Ryback added to that shit.
Please don't.
This guy, man. Slow. Look at this guy. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Tell calling me a bum. I'm not a bum. I wear MJF shirts, all right?
Who's calling you a bum?
That's all right. I'm a bum.
Yeah, Adam Cole.
I'm a bum. All right.
Real Adam.
I don't care. We're going to move on. Roderick Strong tonight going to make friends again with Mike Bennett. Going to the Kingdom.
That was good. He did his part very well. Very well.
That could happen too. Ryback versus Wardlow. That's actually not a bad idea. Feed him more. He wants to date Linda McMahon right now. We'll see if that
actually. So he could be a factor in where MJF and Adam Cole get screwed.
Who?
Roderick.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that could happen too. Could happen. I bet you Roderick is going to cost Adam Cole the title. The world title. NXT belt. That's CM Punk, man. The real world championship.
Isn't that the NXT slide?
Now, did you see Collision, Jay?
No,
I still haven't seen this.
I don't even watch this, man.
I didn't see this match. No, CM Punk beat Ricky Starks. But then Ricky took out the frustration on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
This guy still thinks he has last match.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is 70 years old, and Ricky Starks is out here just beating the hell out of him with the
match, like
off his own body. It's not right. It's not right. I kind of feel like asking Ricky, like, what the hell was up with that, man?
Listen, after I saw Marty Jannetty, please just retire, Ricky.
Well, CM Punk told him there's going to be consequences for all your actions. Here we see a little shot of the announced team today.
The 3 worst announcers ever assembled.
Tony Schiavone looks especially happy to be there today.
What a loser.
Lucha Brothers versus the Blackpool Combat Club.
This is what struck me weird. They advertise as Lucha Brothers. When they cut the segment, they call them Death Triangle. Did anybody catch that tonight?
Blackpool Combat Club wins by pinfall with a schoolboy and a handful of tights from Jon Moxley on Penta. Anthony, you got any thoughts on this matchup?
I mean, Lucha Brothers, to me, how can they not have a bad match? You know, I thought the pin by Moxley was pretty good.
Yeah.
Only because, like, that was really creative.
Of course, he would say the pin by Moxley. If it was a pin by Claudio, he wouldn't even bring it up. But the pin by Moxley was incredible tonight, Jay. Anthony, I admit that sounds terrible. Think about what you just said. Have you ever said that in your life?
Pinfall.
Before? Yeah, the pinfall.
When Moxley. Leave me alone.
I'm just asking you a question. Do you ever recall in the history of your life ever saying that to another human being? Be like, what a great pinfall that was.
I don't even remember.
Probably not. Probably not. Jay, how about you? Are you shitting on this match too?
First of all, I don't even think you guys could call this a match because I felt we got robbed tonight. I'm going to explain why.
Yeah.
But let's talk about them shitty Moxley cutters.
Tonight was a talk show.
Let's talk about the shitty Moxley cutters we've seen. Let's talk about Penta Spike Driver that he just fell on himself, that he couldn't even land it perfectly. Let's talk about Claudio doing the same shit he always does with his fucking European uppercuts, which I'm fucking hating, for God's sakes. Jesus Christ, just stop.
The language.
What? This is where it got messed up. I thought the finish was bad, guys. I'm going to explain why. Weeder Useless was on the outside, I guess, with Jose. They were boom, boom, boom. As you can see, Jose didn't know when to get out the way. Weeder Useless has to push him away so Phoenix can land on him. So that's messed up number one. And, you know, let's talk about tonight. Tonight was basically roll-up of death. It was roll-up death tonight. We saw it in Jack Perry. We see it in Jon Moxley or whoever pinned Claudio tonight, whoever the hell.
Moxley's just done, dude.
But this is where I lose my mind, and this is where I blow the roof. And I will watch my language for this, but this is where I blow my mind. The fact that Penta has his mask off and the cameras did not catch it at all. How do I know this? Because I watched it back, and I said to myself, there has to be a part where he took off the mask. Where do you see it? And they missed it. And for me, this is why this match was robbed, and I didn't like it at all.
You didn't like it at all? Okay, RJB is screwed. I didn't like the match either. I didn't like the match either because it didn't have enough time as it needed. A match like this is a high caliber match.
Better job at camera than that. He would have definitely got how Claudio took off the match. We never saw it. You just saw the guy tonight roll up of death. 1, 2, 3.
Well, tonight
Moxley
in general
did
was
it.
talk heavy, man.
Who took it off? And it wasn't Moxley
Well,
because
I don't know
Claudio
who
was on
took
him.
off
So
the mask,
Claudio was
Jay.
the one that took it off. Claudio was
I
the
didn't
one
catch that. Somebody took off
Thank
the
you.
mask.
Somebody
I don't
agrees
know.
with me. Somebody
I
agrees
don't
with me
know
because
who
they
took off
actually
the
saw
mask.
the product. They actually saw the product tonight, and they saw what I saw.
I didn't
Cameras
see
missed
who
it.
took off
They
the
missed
mask, and I don't think it's a big deal
Of
compared to
course
the
not.
fact.
You want to work for Tony Khan and
No. I think
friends with Ricky
it's
Stark.
not a big deal because the match in general suffered.
You hear this?
The match in general suffered because of the time limit that it was given. It didn't get enough time that it needed.
Right.
This match should have half an hour, not 10 minutes. And because AEW was such a talk-heavy show tonight, we didn't get a lot of wrestling, Jay. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say, Jay.
I don't give a damn what
Point
you
your
say.
there.
You know
Point
I'm
your
right.
down there in that
Everybody in
corner.
the world knows I'm right.
Wait,
What's going on, Anthony Graves? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate
Anthony,
it.
you're a cameraman. You're not even going to agree with me on what you just saw. You like this shit?
hold on. Wait a second.
You like this match?
I'm a
All right.
Moxley guy,
Here we
but
go.
this match sucked.
Yes. All right.
It
I
did.
agree. Let's not waste any more time on it then. All right. Back from commercial, Mogul Embassy makes their entrance, and Prince Nana gets on the mic. He tells everyone to shut up, and Shane Strickland takes point. He says last week they had to drive the point home by going up to Seattle and visiting the Buddy Wayne Academy to put the fear of God into Nick Wayne. And we saw Kenny over there. He had a word, but Sting ends up coming out. AR Fox grabs the mic first, though, calls Darby Allin out. Allin comes down, says he tried to help Fox out. He's not telling the whole story. He had to leave because AR was down in the dumps. And then look what happened. Fox made it all the way to AEW by himself. He respects Fox, and he'll always credit him for changing his life. But it looks like he has some new friends. And he says, I got friends too. And then out comes Sting. He takes the bat to the embassy, brings Strickland to his feet, and points to the Wembley sign. Shane is spooked and runs away. What do you think? Are we getting a Sting versus Swerve?
I think we're getting a tag team match.
Tag team match.
Tag match. So
Tag match.
We're not getting.
This was an okay segment though, but this should have had more time than some of the other stuff.
Felt really rushed.
Exactly. Because of how serious the Nick Wayne thing was, Anthony, it should have had more time. What do you think? Anthony Sealing on Wrestling with Savage. Yet again.
Shut up.
Man, buy something for your phone, like a thing, like a tripod. Don't you have a tripod thingy?
I actually have a ghetto rigged one going on right now.
Yeah, it's probably on a coffee cup or something.
No, it's actually the remote is facing.
Is it on a photo frame of John Moxley next to your Vaseline bottle? No? Sure. Let's bring Jay back full. I'll fire Jay too. All right, we'll bring Jay back. We'll bring that back.
For me, I couldn't get into it. I could like it just kind of was just like boring in the beginning because I'm sitting there, I'm like, really? Like, who the hell's this guy yelling? It's like, when we come into the ring, you guys shut your mouths. It's like, shut your fucking mouth, you tool. Like, I think you're supposed to be a heel, but what are you, 5 on the playground?
Could be 6. I don't know. Well, main event time, right? Anna Jay versus Hikaru Shida. And just like Tony Khan doesn't give a shit about women's wrestling, according to the internet. I don't know if that's true or not. I can only know what I read online. And the internet community seems to think that he don't give a shitty about the women's wrestling. And maybe that's true because he gave these girls 4.5 minutes? Hikaru Shida wins by pinfall with a katana to retain the AEW Women's World Championship. Jay, go ahead. Last match of the night. What'd you think?
Well, I thought Anna Jay looked good. I didn't like the match. And
of course.
Going to what you were saying, I think it's about give women the women's division some hope, a chance. We saw last week women main event. We've seen it this week. I think Tony Khan is sending a message, which is great and everything. But let's face it, the creative is doing really, really bad. I think one of the big mistakes was to have Tony Storm lose the belt and give it to Shida, because what I didn't like, what you didn't mention, Savage, was that there's a tournament, and somehow during the end of this tournament, it's going to be a fatal 4-way. And I'm not a fan of that because you just gave someone the belt on your 200th episode and you're basically shaming her like you have no confidence to her. So you need to put a fatal 4-way match.
I agree with you.
In fatal 4-way, the probability of her losing is great. And I do see her losing. I'm not saying she's skilled or anything, but she's rough on the mic. And I wouldn't be surprised if some huge ego like Britt Baker in this tournament wins the whole thing. And maybe it needs to go to Britt. Maybe they need to put prestige. But why give it to Britt? We should have gave it to Ruby Soho, in my opinion. Have her build up women and elevate them. I don't think Britt does that because I don't think she's a great leader in the ring. I'm not saying she's bad or anything like that, but as leading a match, I don't think she's great at it just yet. I think she's just a little bit of a rookie on that. But it's basically beshaming not only the roster, but I think it'd be shaming Sheeta for the title because let's face it, if this is going to happen, guys, which it is and All In, she's going to lose.
All right, Jay, real quick, I want to add a new thing to the show. And Anthony, we're going to go to your final take for that match as well. And then you can answer this as well. But Jay, you first. What was your favorite moment of the night for tonight? And what do you rate the show? Thumbs up, thumbs down, number, whatever you want. I give it a thumbs up because of Rob Van Dam. And I also give it a thumbs up because of MJF. It was good. I liked it. I mean, nothing on that show tonight was as good as what the party with Marty is where it was at.
More than that, I'm sure.
Hard to follow that. Really. Anthony,
well,
so,
first of all,
go ahead, Jay, your favorite moment
This
of the night.
wasn't a main event match, which it should have never been main event. You're absolutely right on that. But my favorite moment, I guess I'm going to say from the beginning. I thought the beginning had a good segment. It got me interested in Jericho. Everybody played their part. All those little mid-carders played their part so well. And it worked for me. So I thought that was the moment of the night for AEW. Did I like AEW today? I'm more of the, not really. I didn't like it.
Okay, and did you rate the show or thumbs up, thumbs down?
I got it. Well, my first, my yeah, there we go. My favorite moment was just Rob Van Dam coming out to Pantera.
Okay, so favorite moment.
I thought that was great.
Are you rating the show? Thumbs up, thumbs down, number, grade? Thumbs up. He's giving it a thumbs up.
He's in the middle. He's in the middle.
He's in the middle? All right. And Jay, where were you, Jay?
I was down.
So thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. I'm giving it a thumbs up because Rob Van Dam having a match on TV in 2023. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm an RVD fan. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm being
brain
biased.
damage. Good.
Anyway, I'll be hanging out with Rob Van Dam at Waffle Mania. I'll be next to Marty Jannetty. We will be representing the Party with Marty podcast. And, of course, the Savage Kingdom has a busy schedule in 2023. We just had SummerSlam live watch, which was a great show, a lot of fun. Matt Cardona is going to be on the show very soon. He promised. Black Dahlia is going to be at the Rest of the Universe, and she's also going to be at Wrestle Bash. And you can meet her right next to KC Navarro, fastest rising star in wrestling today. Haku, big-time legend, legitimate badass. It's going to be a good time to Wrestle Bash. So come on down to New Jersey. You can get the super combo. Hit me up for details. Last night, Dark Side of the Ring was fire. I mean, it was fire.
Fire.
It was good. It was good. The Party with Marty podcast legitimately starting tomorrow. So be on the lookout. Go to his YouTube page. Go to his Facebook page. The link is there. Or just go to YouTube. Type in Party with Marty podcast. You'll see this logo. Look for this logo and hit subscribe. The first episode's coming tomorrow night, followed by the second episode. It's going to be a really good time. And by the way, we have Jimmy Hart alongside Marty Jannetty at Legends Fan Fest.
Me, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. Saturday, September the 16th, I'll be at Legends Fan Fest in Hamburg, Pennsylvania from 11 to 4 with Savage Kingdom Promotions. It's going to be unbelievable, baby. Come by, get a picture, get an autograph. It's unbelievable.
It's going to be a good time with Jimmy, Marty at Waffle Mania, and it's going to be sick. Make sure you come on down, get your tickets. We're also going to have Marty Jannetty at StarCast 6, which is taking place at the Hyatt Regency. Rooms are still available. Go ahead and get a room. It's going to be crazy. All right. Marty Jannetty, Wrestling with Savage, official vendor of StarCast. And we'll be there. I think it's going to be a great time. everybody from AEW. This is literally called AEW Starcast. Literally everyone from AEW and many more superstars. Following that, Marty Jannetty will be at 90s Wrestling Con, and he will also be at the Wrestling Universe October 1st, fresh off his appearance from Dark Side of the Ring. Go follow my cousin Cri Text, and make sure you subscribe to Premier Streaming Network, where you can watch Edge of Greatness, Matt Cardona versus Casey Navarro, and Savage make his professional wrestling debut. And if you're lucky, you might even see Tony in the crowd before he took this chair shot. Deserve that chair shot, but Premier Streaming Network, sign up today. It's awesome. $9.99 a month or $99.99 for the whole year. And then you can get access to Savage and Alpha Junior's promotion, Battlefield Pro Wrestling, their upcoming show, Out of Time, August 27th. It's going to be sick. Sean Maluta versus Jordan Oliver. Championship material versus TNT. We have Brian Kendrick versus KC Navarro and Spencer Slade versus Dark STG. Will Phil Insane make his return? Yo, guys, what's going on? Again with this bullshit?
Yeah, that's right. So you're trying to get Marty Jannetty. You got Marty Jannetty. Shout out to Marty Jannetty, a legend. And he's a rocker. You're trying to rock something. You ain't rocking nothing. But let me tell you something. The Tantalizer one's going to rock you and rock you to sleep. And all your little
I still have control. You're a jabroni. You're a jabroni. I got control back. You see that? You're not in full control here. I got my shit back. I have hackers too.
I don't give somebody on my phone, so we're doing.
Look at your connection. You come on here with a terrible. Where are you hacking me from? The back of a Walmart Wi-Fi? Look at him.
It's not frozen. Not frozen. I'm just fucking good like that. Okay.
Yeah. Next time I'll tell Marty, when you open your mouth that wide, he'll drive right in there. Drive right in there. Don't think. You will. Got anything else to say for your boy Tony? Did he learn his lesson yet?
I'll see you at the. I'll see you soon, man.
I'll see you soon. Don't come on here threatening me.
Watch your back.
Okay. I have eyes in the back of my head. 10 steps ahead of that guy, 10 steps ahead of Tony. I'm not worried.
Battle match happening soon, huh?
Jay, you coming to the battlefield finally? Is this the
when
time?
it comes to this Queens?
What is the problem with you? Why can you? Are you in? I can go on flights and do what why can't you take one day? You can't take one day.
Because your wife gives you more free time than mine.
It's called abuse. Jay, are you getting abused? Jay's getting abused over there.
I'm whipped.
At least he admits it. Well, do that one more time for the camera.
I'm whipped.
Jay, do you remember that time that the stripper brought you on the stage and made you walk like a dog?
I don't recall what you were saying. You are a savage.
Don't worry. Two things that are good to know. First of all, our wives definitely don't watch this show. They're not watching this show, Jay.
Nice.
Has your wife ever watched? She's watching it right now?
Absolutely. She watches it. She watches the show.
I don't think my wife watches it. I don't think she cares for it.
Give me some pointers, some tips. But so far, I've been okay.
Waffle Mania. Are you coming to any of these? There is one in Queens.
We covered Dark Side of the Ring.
Here. Do you want to talk about Dark Side of the Ring? We can.
All right. What do you think about it, Anthony? You see Dark Side last night?
This guy wants to take a shit on my toilet.
I gotta watch the whole thing.
What you thought about what you saw?
Crazy, like I was telling Savage last night because I thought about it. I felt bad for him, like after the whole that Sean turned on him. I felt bad for him because it ruined him.
I don't think it ruined him.
I think
it ruined him mentally.
I think a
lot of other things ruined him mentally first.
Yeah. I think I don't know if he was always a party guy, but it didn't look like it when he was young. I think he said he got abused, right? He got
bottom line is this: Marty Jannetty is a genuine nice guy, and he was best friends with Shawn Michaels. And I think, like I told even Marty earlier today, I said I think everybody could relate to you, Marty, because we've all had that best friend who's done us dirty or threw us under the bus. You know what I mean?
I think the headline was great, the world according to Marty, but I think that's a great sum it up, to be honest. But
look at this guy. This guy said it was brutal. What do you mean it was brutal? It was brutally good. That was like the best. That was the best episode.
Brutal or anything? I'm just
all right, Jay. Would you disagree that was probably the most entertaining episode of Dark Side of the Ring ever?
What do you mean entertaining?
Like enjoyable. You want to know what my gripe was with it? I didn't like.
I thought it was sad.
It has its moments, but I didn't like that they didn't highlight the fact that he beat Shawn Michaels for the Intercontinental Championship. I don't like the highlight that they didn't highlight that he won the World Tag Team Championships. Okay, with the Rockers, and then it got taken away, and then with 1, 2, 3 Kid, legitimately. I don't like the fact that they didn't mention that he was the first person to ever win a title on Monday Night Raw in history by beating Shawn Michaels. This guy beat Shawn Michaels. He carried Shawn Michaels, and they didn't really go hard to make sure that they said that. And
I think the best person was Al Snow throughout the whole thing because, like he said, man, hey, Marty had his moment, he had his thing, but the only person to blame is not God, it's Marty.
Well, that's the same thing Al Snow would say, but if you talk to Marty Jannetty, it's God.
He showed us.
I know, yeah, God's amusement toy. I get it.
He gets a chance, Marty. Another chance, Marty. Another chance, Marty.
Well, guess what? Marty can do whatever Marty wants. Marty's in control of his destiny at this point.
Let me ask you this. Is that foot still happening on him? Is he still with that?
He has to have one more surgery, yeah. He has to have one more to put the ligament back, to put the joint back. But then he should be, after he recovers from that one, he should be able to walk and have no problems, like easy. He can walk now, but
it wasn't a happy side. I'll tell you that. It was sad. I felt,
Listen, at the end of the day, the way
that get into details because Marty's.
Let's be honest though, the way that show ended, it showed that a lot of people love Marty Jannetty, and a lot of people have love for Marty Jannetty.
I think Marty kind of, excuse my French, Marty, I love you, but I think you kind of fucked yourself over at times with those Facebook shit. Like that really fucked you up.
Yeah, but not in his opinion, and that's his mindset though. Like I said, you have to know Marty Jannetty to understand.
That's the world he's living in.
Exactly. Yeah.
So how can you believe it's true?
Believe what's true?
Whatever he tells you.
Well, you kind of get to know him.
I'm not saying you don't believe it or me. I'm just saying that's how people got it. It's a question because everybody said it right there last night. I just think
not everybody. It was mostly one girl that was saying it. To be honest,
I think the editing, the production made Marty look.
The girl that was dogging on him. Jay, the girl that was dogging on him probably had a major crush for him, was in love with him, and he wouldn't commit to her, and that she's probably still holding it against him all these years later.
Other people confirmed her takes, so
yeah, but probably haters or people that don't support.
Al Snow a hater? He's not a hater. I thought Beefcake was really pointless. I felt like he was just promoting himself and his
wife. I don't care about the murder.
I didn't care about Beefcake.
If the murder happened or didn't happen, I don't care about it. And you know why I don't care about it? Because it was in self-defense. He was a child. I would have told my son to do the same thing. Kill that guy.
It's like
because if he don't, I will.
It's like Al Snow say, like those holy shit Facebook tweets was just brutal, man. I'm not look, he did it. He's gonna tell us, hey, I did those, but
yeah, but Marty is not someone who wants to hide. Like he doesn't have any shame. He'll say what's on his mind, when it's on his mind, how it's on his mind.
Say cocaine though.
He says a lot worse than that, man.
I know.
Found out a lot last night. Anyway, Marty Jannetty. When you get to know him, you see the softer side of Jannetty, man. And I think a lot of this stuff is just him trying to live up to an image that he's created now. You know what I mean? And he's just trying to live up to it. And it's hard because he's created a pretty legendary character. He's created a legendary character that people say you've been the most fired person in WWF. You've done more drugs and partied more than anyone else in the WWF. That's a pretty heavy reputation.
I don't think he was the most inspired WWE. I think you're getting it confused with AWA. He was not the most inspired WWF wrestler. No.
Who said inspired?
I'm saying whatever you say, the WWF, whatever word you want to use him as a legend, he wasn't. I think he was more of a legend in AWA than WWF.
I'm talking about a legend. You didn't hear what I said, though, Jay.
He got fired.
Yeah, but nobody got hired and fired in WWF like Marty Jannetty.
I just
and
think
nobody,
putting him
nobody
on WWF, which is unnecessary.
Nah, it's true though. That locker room is filled with a lot of legends, and Marty partied harder than all of them.
Anthony, you can't agree with that. On WWF, Marty Jannetty was a legend. Like,
how is he not a legend? He has one of the most iconic.
He just had a vulnerable segment. Don't get it twisted that he's a legend in WWF.
Yes, he is.
Hold on.
It's mediocre.
He beat Shawn Michaels. He beat Bret Hart. They beat The Rocker.
Jericho lost to Fandango. What the fuck does that mean? Doesn't mean Fandango was the most influential WWE superstar.
No, but Fandango put a dent in his career.
It's the same thing as Jannetty. I'm sorry. I'm just calling it what it is.
Not even
calling it what it is.
Not even close.
I'm not. Women love them, but let's put facts.
You
We did more work AWA with Shawn Michaels.
Telling you, man, you weren't there. This guy partied harder than anybody there. I've heard it from other WWF superstars. I've talked to other WWF superstars who told me nobody partied harder than Marty. That's Savage telling you that. You don't have to believe it, Jay. I don't really care. Here's what I know.
He should have stopped partying. That's what
I'm going to sleep because I got to wake up early tomorrow. Anthony, thank you for joining me.
Telling you what it is.
Listen, that's fine. That's what this is for. And you can tell Marty that. And I'd love to hear his response one day.
I would.
Yeah, we'll get into a heated argument, I'm sure. But that's what we do here on Wrestling with Savage. Everybody, thank you for joining me. Jay, thank you for joining me. Everybody, have a good night. We'll see you probably live from Marty's house at some point tomorrow. And maybe the local pub. Yeah, we'll be live. We'll be live. Keep watching. Bye, Anthony.
Peace.
Nice stiffy.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, Pride say you live as a champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins